What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next recap video. Let's get right to it. We went to war against the Myanmar family. That's how you say that, Myanmar. And it was a semi-close war. They did leave quite a few attacks on the board, so we will show what they did, even though they left some on there. Because they had some good attacks. Had a few 3-stars going down through here. A few 2-stars, a few 3-stars. Not terribly close, but still a fun war. You see that we are low on numbers. That's simply because I am over at a Fair Play Clan scrimmage, and several other members of OneHive. So some of us are over there, some of us are back at the OneHive clan, but a lot of cool stuff coming this week for you guys, but I'll talk more about that momentarily. You see we did let that one Town Hall 10 not get 2-starred, got real close, just didn't get it. The rest of them were a mix of 2 and 3 stars. And of course, all Town Hall 9s, 3-stars. So you have already seen quite a bit of stuff on this one as far as like Town Hall 10s. You saw the Death of a Town Hall 10 video. You saw the cleanup video. Now you're going to get to see some more, but we've covered a lot of that, so it's going to be a lot of Town Hall 9 action. But we will show this one. It is a Town Hall 11, sort of a bully attack dipping down, but I'm going to show these at least sporadically for a little while until it becomes very common. And everyone, it's sort of like a Town Hall 10, 3-star and Town Hall 9 now. And I don't think it's at that point yet, especially on an upgraded base like this, because the opener is a lot like a Town Hall 10 3-star. So I think there's still some value there. And plus, it's not just common knowledge how a Town Hall 10 dips down and does this yet. This is a different attack than we've seen, a lot of loon attack. Most of what you see is like spam witch attacks, stuff like that. This is totally different. So I wanted to go ahead and throw it in here for you guys. You see, just getting that queen down, getting her started. Gets really low though. I think mine been just a scotch late on that rage spell, but gets it done. Takes out the expos, takes out the queen, and all of that, and then continues to move into the base here. Gets that store taken care of. The wall breakers open it up, and she starts walking around. You can see she's got a lot of area she can cover from there. Just continue to walk in. Drops the king down with a few wall breakers to open that up. He's going to come in on the side there. For just a moment, she's in range of this Inferno Tower, and as you can see, the healers are not able to keep up when that's the case. So as soon as that storage gets down, she gets out of the way, they can catch back up. So nicely done there. King goes in, uses its ability. He's going to get right to that second air defense, and then from there, they're going to be looking pretty good with safe to deploy lava hounds, balloons, all of that stuff, as well as, don't forget, the wardens in this one. So here comes that little horseshoe pattern of haste spells, and the lava hound's just trying to get everything in there really quickly. Obviously wants to funnel it right into that first Inferno Tower there, the multi-Inferno. You see the king gets over there and gets locked onto that. The Inferno Tower gets locked on and just roast him. There comes the first free spell. Here comes the Warden. The reason I like this attack is because now you got the free spell to slow down that Inferno Tower, and then as the balloons start getting in range of that next Inferno Tower, he just pops that Warden's ability, and boom, all of those balloons are invulnerable right there for what, a good probably 3 seconds. That's huge, guys. It's better than a free spell. That's just nothing can hurt them, and obviously allows them to get to that last air defense, get hovered over it, take it out, and then that last wizard tower, which is targeting the warden, just drops the rage spell over it, lets everything start moving in. See, the warden goes down pretty quickly. He's not too tanky for sure, but with that rage spell and those balloons, they get the job done, and all those pups on the backside help to get the 3-star. We'll fast forward it right there. You can see that Archer Tower goes down, and that is that. Beautiful attack by Crispy. And again, this is going to be a big part of war for a while, is Town Hall 11s dipping down to get those 3-stars after the Town Hall 11s are 2-starred already. So just get used to it. All right, moving on here. Again, you've seen a lot of these other high attacks, but we're going to check out this next Town Hall 10 3-star by our boy Master Wheat, and this was an amazing attack. Comes at it, this is not... this is a Town Hall 9 with Inferno Towers is what this is, like a maxed out Town Hall 9 with Inferno Towers. So a lot of you guys know out there that, for some 3-star in Town Hall 9 is still not like a sure thing. And you throw us a couple Inferno Towers on there, even if they're level 1, whole new ballpark, whole new difficulty level, but Master Wheat gets the job done here. Now, he sends in his queen and that wizard up top to sort of break that funnel, try to push her the direction he wants her to go, and then just going to let her walk her way around. You see he's got a go lot loon attack queued up, so his objectives here are the air defense before he starts moving his way in. He does have the king coming up top here, a couple of wall breakers there, goes in, uses that ability, just takes out those little compartment, that little defensive area there. What that allows him to do, he's not getting an Inferno Tower for that. The King's not going to, or Inferno Tower, he's not getting a air defense for that. But what that allows him to do is now that air defense up there where his queen's going away from, is directly targetable. I mean, he can literally send balloons right at it. That's a big deal, you know, so that's a smart move there. Puts that poison down on those CC troops that came out, and he also gets the CC sealer, obviously. The queen's going to deal with what's left. They're all softened up for coming down here. Right there, he did open up that bottom compartment where the queen's going to move in because that air defense is out of range if she just walks out around the base. So good adjustment there to where that queen can go in and get the job done. She's pretty low here, but he's being patient with that ability, not using it. He knows that the healers right here are just sort of maintaining. They're not healing her up, but she's not dropping down. As soon as Archer Tower goes down, now they can catch back up. So all is well. It's targeted onto that air defense that he was after, and boom, it goes down right there. So now she's in good shape. She's moving forward. Got a few trash buildings to get cleared out of the way, but then she will actually reroute back around the base, which is what he wants. 2 air defenses left, 2 Inferno Towers still to deal with. He does have the 1 freeze spell. He's got a rage spell, and he's got a bunch of haste spells. So he's just trying to make this funnel as nice as he can to where everything he drops, balloons, all that stuff is going right to those Inferno Towers. See, he's got a multi and a single to deal with. So the single, not nearly as big a threat for him in this attack strategy as the multi. Right there's the rage. He wants to get this queen around, get the defending queen to engage. And as soon as she steps up into this little pocket right here, the queen is going to engage and come out, and he'd be able to take her out right there. Boom. She shoots a couple times with that rage. It doesn't even need the ability. Still has it in the bag. Here comes the first lava hounds and the balloons. You can see, again, he can target so quickly. He could have actually brought a couple of balloons up from the top and actually targeted that air defense if he dropped them in the right spot directly, but only had 1 stop to make, and with those haste spells, they're there so fast. Drops down the free spell on that multi-inferno as they start closing in. Another haste spell to get him there quickly, and then boom, all of them on top of it, drop it down. The queen's still doing her thing, taking out another air defense still, so that's great. Right there, the balloons have all focused onto that single Inferno Tower, and being a single, not a huge threat. They all go down, and then that is that. The Tesla follows, the Expo's the last threat left. It goes down, and kaboom, that's a 3-star for Wheat. Beautiful attack, huge. I mean, look at the size of that queen walk. She walks way over halfway around that base, probably 2/3 around that base. So excellent job, man. All right, moving on. Let's look at Slothfuls. I want to show you guys as many ground attacks as I can this time because last recap was chocked full of air attacks. So we're going to try to cure that with some redheads for you guys that love these ground attacks. He's coming in with his Govaho, got his golems going down, got his wizards creating the funnel. And I love what he does here. Look at that huge bottom compartment, that sprawling bottom compartment. That can be trouble for something like a Valk attack, but if you know how to do it like Slothfuls does, it's really an easy thing, and it's such a smart thing that he does. He starts in on one side. Most people would come at this straight from the bottom. He shifts that over and allows that, creates a funnel there, and then allows his redheads and his golems and all that to funnel through and just sort of meander their way through this long, skinny compartment. Not trying to force them into the core here, letting them take their natural path right there. And look where he uses the Quake spells, on the opposite end over by the Queen. So he's just going to let them clear that out, not force them into it, not force them over a jump spell like that. Just let them walk their way through, and as they get to the end, it's opened up for them. There's the Queen, there's everything right there handy for them. You see the dragon doing a little bit of work, but finally goes down to that enemy, or to that attacking Queen. The enemy Queen right there goes down to the Valks where they have a heal on them, so keeping them nice and full health as they move their way through. A few hogs coming in here from the bottom side, and just sprinkling those in right there. He's got 8 more to deploy, and look how little of this base is actually left. Just beautiful attack right here. Comes in with the last few hogs on top and to the right, and then no heal spells, but it does not need them. A lot of the king still doing some tanking. Everything's moving through, and there's only a few defenses left. So wizards down at the bottom, all ready for cleanup. That last cannon goes down, and that is a 3-star. Not the hardest base, but I really like the way he dealt with that long compartment there, and just let his troops do what was natural to them, and then send them into the core. So nice job, Slothfuls. All right, moving down one spot, let's take out our boy Trey Shooter, taking on number 20 and doing it with the dragons. No zaps, no anything, just a queen walk and some dragons. I mean, this was crazy. Now, this guy does have ridiculously exposed air defense, and what I think was funny about this one is I'm pretty sure this is not the way he wants his queen to go, because you can see he took out that army camp, wanting her to go to the south and get down there and take out that enemy queen. I think his plan was for the king to go in and take out this last air defense and walk the queen down towards the south and get all 3 of these sort of bottom half of the base air defense, the one that she's about to take out right here in just a moment, the one down by the queen, and then the one on the 9 o'clock side, and then come in with the king on top and get that that last air defense, and then just swarm this base with dragons. However, the queen sometimes does what she wants, takes out this air defense right here, or excuse me, this archer tower right here, then sort of backtrack up to that air defense, which is targeting his healers right there, takes one of them out, takes it out, and then deals with the CC troops, which is great, but now she's heading north just because of that one step she took back. I guess that cannon's just a little bit closer than that barracks, and so now it's adjustment time for Trey Shooter. He's just going to sort of go with it, adapt and adjust. You don't just say, oh, crap, I screwed up. He drops the king down low. He knows he's got to get that queen taken care of. Uses the few wall breakers he has to open up that compartment. Now the king is going to hopefully use that ability to miss it. No, yeah, he got it. Way late on that king's ability, but he was probably distracted, looking at a lot of different things, trying to figure out what he wants to do here. But drops that wizard to push everything in, and then right there gets a swap onto that air defense, but does not get it taken out. But the big thing here, he got the queen taken care of. That's the real threat. He has 3 air defense left, but his queen is making her way around. She will get to that second one. She'll live that long. He has her ability still. All is well there. The problem is the bottom 2. Now, because they're so exposed, he still manages to sort of salvage it. Drops that rage up there, again, for the queen to sort of boost her back up. She's taking a lot of damage. And then here in just a moment comes in on the bottom with just a swarm of dragons, and he can basically target that air defense right away simply because of how exposed it is there. So a couple from the right just to get that mortar taken care of and push into the core, and then all of his dragons right there on the bottom. Look how quick they take out this air defense. Kaboom, it's gone. Now only two left. The queen's about to get to that last one on her path around, and then only the far left one's going to be left for him. He just sort of, says, okay, it is what it is. Let's continue on, drop this rage for these dragons, get them through this core as quickly as possible, get as many defenses taken out as I can. He's got that giant. I probably would have dropped it up top just to tank for that queen a little bit as she wraps around the backside of this base. But the dragons doing their thing in the core, real slow, taking down these high HP buildings, but they're not taking any damage really to speak of yet. Once they get in range of this air defense, here comes the damage. You see one of them is about to go down, goes ahead and plops down that last rage spell for him as they're going to move their way through. He wants to try to get to that air defense as quickly as he can, or at least to those defenses that the queen can't reach. That's the kicker right here, and he does in the form of that wizard tower. That's the last one she's going to have any trouble getting to. She takes out that defense on the side, and then all that's left is this air defense. So nothing can hurt her at this point, and she can reach pretty much everything that's left. We'll fast forward because she takes out the air defense, comes down and grabs that, and then just beats through one layer of walls, gets in there, gets that storage. So great adapting, great adjustment, really nice 3-star by our boy Trey. All right, just one more for you guys, because I promise you the base quality in this war fell off really fast towards the bottom of the map, and it was only a 30-person war, so just not as many attack replays as is normal. But again, wanted to give you guys at least one more ground attack, and I thought this one from Moi was really nice. Comes at it with a Queen Walk Go Vaho and breaking the funnel really nicely up there. Drops that giant down to tank a little bit for his wizard, and then puts that minion there, which really is pretty safe right there. A couple of wizards, and that's all broken. The queen's going to go right where he wants her to now, which is down to the south. Wants her to get this defending queen. You see, he knows it's coming. He knows he's going to have to deal with it. Go ahead and drop that rage spell down. As the queen steps up, she engages, and not only that, she's going to be engaging the CC troops as well, puts the poison down for them, and then right here, as she takes those out, she will continue her path along the bottom. He plans to just join back up with his kill squad, start sending his Valks and all that in. He wants to get to that core. That's where the threat is. You see, there's only a few really spaces for double giant bombs, and that's in the left side of the base, which is where he's going to enter from, and in that core. So once he gets the Valks, his golem, into that core, his king, all of that, he knows that his hogs are going to be safe to go around the outside of this base. He's got a couple of heal spells for him. It's really all he needs. Drops the one golem he brought down, wizards to create the funnel. You see the queen is coming back up, and I love how he did not drop wizards on the path the queen's taking. I've seen that before, and it sort of makes your queen start shooting at a wall and trying to go into the base. Leave those cookie crumbs for her to come back along there. Don't try to take those out with wizards. Let her do that. That helps her join back with the kill squad. There's the jump spell. Everything starts moving in. He wants to get into that compartment on the left side there because, again, that's a huge double giant bomb possible spot. I think a little early on these few hogs right here because had he let those troops move forward just a little bit more, they wouldn't have caught the little side glance of that double giant bomb. But no big deal. Those hogs would just take out that one defense anyways. He's made the core. He drops the heal for his Valks and for his king and all of that. So now, and the healers are still up and on there. The queen's still in good shape. So everything, he knows that core is going to be taken care of. He goes ahead and starts in with his hogs on the top, drops down that last heal spell for him as they work their way through. There's only a few defenses they really have to focus on because, again, that core is going to be handled handled by his kill squad and his Valks, his king, all of that. All the bombs are triggered. He comes over, takes out that last X-bow, and that is GG for the red MN and 3-star for our boy Mulan. Beautiful attack. Really like how he took it apart just so easily. Still had a lot of healers up. Queen still up. King still up. Valks are still up. Golems still up. Hogs are up. Wizards are up. Just smashed it. Awesome job. All right, guys, that is it for this one. But as I said, got some pretty cool stuff coming for you guys this week. Starting with what I told you, I'm in a FPC scrimmage, which I will probably be streaming some of tomorrow. I'll try to get as much coverage as I can for you guys to that. But be watching, actually, I say tomorrow, it'll be today when you're watching this. So be looking for that. And also over at OneHive, let's see here, War, boom. Family scrimmage, OneHive Genesis. I think they've got them mixed up, though. I don't think it's like a straight, yeah, you see names are all jumbled up. This is just a mix between the two clans on both sides, trying to make it even and fair and just have a fun time. So you've got that to look forward to. Maybe try to get to some stream of that if I can get done with my other war in time and get back over. We'll see, but at the very least, you know you're going to have a lot of coverage from it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Some people have been asking about this base. Mr. Yazbek actually made this base for me, and it does protect my Dark Elixir really well. Now, it's susceptible to an air attack. If someone comes in with like a spam Lilunian, they can get to that dark pretty easy. But a lot of ground attacks, they just circle around. It's out of reach of like a Queen Walk or anything like that. And even if they drop a jump spell, everything else is closer. It just sucks them around the base, and they end up dying. So it's good. It's bad for protecting other resources, but it's great for Dark Elixir, which is what I'm worried about. So if you guys want to use it, by all means, go right ahead, and feel free to thank Mr. Yazbek if it works for you. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.